Aloha, my fellow Unities. Welcome to our end of days, and that's DAZE. We got a night recording here. It just kind of is what it is, you guys. Yeah, it was definitely a day of recovery. Um, Ended up sleeping quite a bit. It's in different areas too. It's always a little bit different. Just to reiterate, I'm still homeless, but man, um, you know. Luckily, it didn't rain very much. It started to drizzle, uh, and I got situations where I do have an umbrella, but it's pretty light, and so I have to weigh it down. And then I got a shower curtain, but it's not long enough to cover my whole body. So if this continues, I might have to, I don't know, jerry rig something. We'll find out something with that. But anyway, ended up sleeping quite a bit today, and it was so necessary, guys. It was so necessary. Um, and it took a while. It took a while. I had slept pretty soundly the night before, and then I slept a little bit in the morning, and then I slept again in the afternoon. And it was after I was able to go to the library and charge some of my equipment, and it was so necessary. So necessary. I think I slept for like 3, maybe 4 hours after the library, and just so many dreams. So many dreams. I had dreams earlier today too. Like this was a day full of dreams for me, and it's such a blessing because while I was using the drugs, I wasn't sleeping at all, and so I really wasn't getting any dreams. And for me, that's a huge component for living. I feel like the dream aspect. It's like connecting with the other side, and not being able to dream. I've heard it through other people too, where it's like your subconscious can't process material or other stuff that's going on. Um, it can create, complications. And that's just on the physical aspect. Like on the spiritual aspect, it's so important, you guys. At least for me, it's very, very important. So I just kind of wanted to make a quick update, let you guys know I'm okay. Um, I didn't really have a theme or something. I wouldn't even call this a rant, more just like a quick update. But dreams, you guys, man, I don't even know how to begin to talk about some of the dreams. The earlier dreams I got were more like processing what I'd been through and what I got exposed to. While in the thick of things, while on the drugs, while going through something, and yeah, I won't get into that dream. But then right after, like, because it was a series of dreams, and the that second dream that I had this morning was kind of like a culmination, and I was walking my dog, and this is actually the first dog that it was born into, like with my family owned the dog essentially, and when I was born, they already had the dog, so it was my first dog, and it wasn't really mine, but I loved her so much. I love animals, you guys. I absolutely love animals, and so she was my first dog, and her name was Sheba. I know it's more of a cat's name, but it was her name. And she loved playing ball, um, German Shepherd mix, and just for visualization purposes. And in the dream, I love dogs and everything. But I didn't have a leash, and I was walking her, but I had to cross this highway, and so she runs in front of me, and not much I can do. She's out there, and if I try to chase her, it's just gonna make it worse. And so a car starts coming on the highway, and I notice it, and I'm trying to call her back, and she notices the car coming at her, and so. And it could have went either way. If she would have went forward to the other side of the road, she would have been fine. If she would have came back to me, it would have been fine. But she starts coming back to me, and she starts running. But there's this big old pothole that she ends up like hitting, and it totally breaks your leg, totally breaks her front leg, her front right leg, and it is like mangled, broken in the dream. And um, and then I get to her and I'm holding her, and I'm just going through my own situation and everything. I'm just like, you know what? I don't have insurance, and I don't have a lot of money, and I don't know if I'll be able to, even going to the vet and being able to fix this. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. And I just, in the dream, I'm just holding her and I'm just loving on her, and it's just like I feel that uncertainty, and just knowing that you know, and she's already old. In real life, she'd been pretty old. You know, most of my aware, life, I guess you could say, because she was a puppy when when I was a baby. But you grow up and then they get older and everything, and so a large part of my home life, she was the older dog. She was the older dog. So I guess I was just picking up on that. You know, um, I don't want to look too much into it, but it's just kind of like I think it was letting go of stuff. I think it was letting my past wild self kind of run wild, and see what ended up happening. Um, it's like this. I mentioned it before, but the drug use that I started like getting way into, you guys. It isn't something that I would normally do, like ever, and it was really just a set of circumstances which inadvertently caused me to just really jump into it like head first. And I just, my dog mangled her leg. I guess is the best way to say it. And it's hard, you know. Sometimes a lot of more than sometimes, you guys. And I know it's still pretty raw, but I still think about using. I still think about going back, and I do my best to just kind of be like, no. And I think dreams like that are to help me kind of put it behind me and be like, I don't want to mangle. Even if it was my own leg, I might even still continue to use. But my dog's leg, no way, man. Not my dog. Not my cat. Not my animals. Um, so I guess we got. I guess that's just what's going on. The afternoon nap, I guess, that I had, because my body's recalibrating. You guys, I've been needing a lot of rest. There was a lot of days, that I wasn't sleeping. I just wasn't sleeping at all. And then when I was getting rest, it was just like 2 3 hours max. In certain areas. And so I'm just recalibrating. I know my body's getting better. Um, but I was just kind of feeling defeated, you know. And so set up in the park, felt pretty good about it, and just went to sleep and stretched out as much as I could. My back, you guys, it's my back too. And it was just, I won't even be able to get into it. It was just like a series of dreams. It was just like a series of dreams just showing me things. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. It wasn't like the morning dreams. Um, and when I woke up, things were different. I just felt different. I felt like something had been put behind me, and I had something. I had achieved something. Like this journey, like this freaking horrible long journey that I've been on. That started well before I came to Hawaii, but definitely all of this freaking whole time while I've been in Hawaii, and specifically on the island of Oahu. But it's been rough, guys. It's been super rough, and it's just the dreams that I had this afternoon. It was like just like an achievement. It was just like things were making sense. I'd done something really important. Like I got what I needed to. I did what I needed to, and I'm like conquering. Not maybe that's not even the right word, but just like healing, like past generational trauma, like ancestral trauma. You guys, like I feel it. I feel it. Where it's like my family lines, where it's like I feel like we've had to trade for monetary value, like our lifeblood, our life essence for monetary value. And if we wouldn't, we would just live in poverty. And maybe that's a story for just about everybody in the modern world, you guys. But I just don't want to have that mindset. I don't want to have that feeling, that energy, that spirit of lack, where it's like I have to do this one way or the other. We might get some people here. We'll see. Because who wants to live that way? Like where you're trading your life essence, your valuable vitality to what? To survive, to get a paycheck, so that you're weakened, so that the time that you have off, is spent just recovering so you can go back to work. I mean, that's nuts, you guys. That's absolutely nuts. And um, and it's been my pattern. I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned it on the channel yet. This channel particularly, um, but I have I've worked a bit, but it would always come to a certain point where it just seemed like I couldn't keep going. Like even my most recent job, I was it was a good job, and in a lot of ways, it was using my skills. I liked it in a lot of ways, but I got to see that management was embezzling funds. They didn't really care about what the ground level people were doing, as long as it looked good on the outside. And my fellow coworkers, they were basically just telling me, just accept the money, just show up to work, do the bare minimum, and just take off. And for me, if I'm showing up for a place, I'm giving myself, man. And it's just like I'm putting myself forward into whatever job that I'm in. It doesn't make any sense for me to show up anywhere and to half-ass anything, personally. And if I'm half-assing it, I'm actually full-assing the half-ass, if that makes any sense. um, I don't know. So just maybe this is more of a rant today, um, just kind of going on, recovering, right? Raw rants. Still feeling better though. The dreams. I've accomplished something. Something good came from this. So we'll see. We'll see what tonight brings. Got to hunker down, getting stuff ready. Um, so yeah, thanks for being with me, you guys. I love you. And I'll keep updates, keep going through. We'll see what the future has in store for us, right? And like it if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more. You guys, the Shaka, and we'll leave it at that for tonight. So peace out, love within, and get you on the rose side.